We are operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. To you who've been trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
Move on to the next game now.
Do we have interviews this time from the Brazilians?
Yes.
My name is Niklas, or Threads, how they call me in-game. So when we look at the opponent's deck, I can see that the house Shadows is most definitely the most scariest house of his lineup. I'm especially careful with not overextending because of the too much to protect. And also the Relentless Whispers plus the Nerve Blast will get me out of check really fast. And what's interesting with his deck is that the Dodger has a lot of synergy with not only the Shadow Self, but also with the Bulwark, Follow the Leader, Gauntlet of Command, Anger. So he has a lot of ways to trigger this card. And I think this is a key card in his deck to avoid or to play around. House Logos is, to be honest, not so scary. There will be one big library access turn, but I will try to outplay this Logos turn by using my Mark of Disc to force him into Logos at times where it might not fit to play this house. So I hope I can ignore Logos for the most part. And yeah, Brobner seems to be also a very key part of his strategy. He plays Anger, Gauntlet of Command to make his creatures ready very fast. And the Pile of Skull seems to be a very, very key card. Because this is like the biggest part of his Ember control. My core strategies to win against his decks would be first to use my Infernus, of course, to purge all of his Shadows cards with Ember Pips, like the Relentless Whispers and the Too Much. Then I want to use my Reclaimed on one of his Brobner artifacts, either the Gauntlet or the Pile of Skulls. And like I said, the Mark of Dis, either to soft key cheat or to force him into the House Logos at an unfitting time. And my Blessing should put in some work, because I play 9 mutants, he only plays 1, I think, the Replicator. And my removal, Lost in the Woods, plus the, the Lights Out are very good against his creatures, because most of them don't do anything when they are played from the hand. So I think with these 3 cards I can get a tempo advantage above them. And yeah, that's my strategy to win this game. Overall, I'm very confident. I think I have the edge here. But to be honest, I did not test the matchup yet, because work got in the way. I'm very friendly to my opponent. There's no smack talking in here. I wish him the best of lucks. And I'm hoping we have an exciting game. Thank you.
So let's take a look at the second match decks. This time it will be blue players' decks. On the left side we see the Team Coxinha deck Thor, Ironstein Guide. On the right side, Sanchez the Deceptively Dastardly from the Hamburg Atlanteans the third. Rabik, what do you think about Thor?
Oh, it's definitely an interesting deck. I feel like this is the type of KOTE decks that most of the people don't like, but I'm in love with, because it utilizes the really nice Brobner in this expansion. So we see a really fighty Brobner with Headhunters, Cramps, and also we have the Gauntlet of Commands, Angers, and what is really important is in such a decks, the pile of skulls, which makes each time the creature fights, it captures an ember. So we can just stack the ember on our creatures, and we can also fight off house because using follow the leader, we can use our dodgers to not only capture but also steal. The Kicksaw, which also draws a card, and really nice combo with Brobnar, utilizing fight effect in Call of the Archons, and it's easy setable because of the library access, like Phase Shift, Wild Warhome stuff, which allows us to draw a bunch of cards, set up like 10, 11 card hand, and then put the whole Brobnar into play, ensuring the good opening, the Brobnar turn with the Coward's End to just clear the whole board if needed. And what finishes such a deck is the Too Much to Protect with some sort of like Poison Wave, Nerve Blast, something that enables us to destroy our creatures on the Shadow's turn, making you get all the captured Amber back and then just steal it all but 6. I feel like it's a really nice deck. Of course, it will struggle against good board control and the purge effects. And what I see is your side has some Infernuses.
Yeah, that's what I love about this Sanchez one. 3 Infernuses, double Bonitings, one less job with some creatures to spare, like Francis the Economist, which is not a premium card. Also double Mutant Cut Purses, which I would love to purge with one less job. And that Untamed could do some things. Double Lost in the Woods, so your Amber captured by destroying my creatures using Pile of Skulls is not secure, because I could just shuffle your creatures back into your deck. Also, this rapid evolution could help me protect my creatures from your Earthshaker, especially my Dark Fairies with this beautiful fight effect, my Peacemire, which is also a premium card here because we are playing Mass Mutation against KOTE deck. KOTE expansion doesn't have much mutant creatures, and here we are basically playing almost half of our deck with mutant creatures. Also this Miasma Bomb, which is a slightly better Miasma because we could just set up it and wait for a right moment. Here I see well-rounded deck that would crush you, crush your side, despite this Thor Ironstein Guide being a premium KOTE with some really nice plays to play. And also I see that my Vault's Blessing could also bring me such high amber that I could just play Vault Blessing, Keyfrog, and then Savage Clash, killing my Keyfrog. If I have like Dark Fairy on the board or Bonneting, I could always choose them to be destroyed, to be spared and destroy the Keyfrog. So a lot of nice small combos. Also, this Mark of this could prevent you from stealing all my Ember with Too Much to Protect. I could just destroy your creatures with my discards like Implosion, Gleeful Mayhem, Pain Reaction, and then I could just mark you to play houses other than Shadows. I would probably choose Brobnar here because it's the least threatening house from this 3. So this advantage Sanchez holds, it's not as crushing as on the previous match, but I believe it will be something around 70% to 30%. What do you think?
I will give it some more breathing room for Thor. I know that the mark of this is really crucial, but it needs to be played in this turn. So the whole shenanigans with the Lost in the Woods and Savage Clash destroying the board and getting the Amber back, as well as getting the Vault's Blessing, will be possible, but the Too Much to Protect will be possible as well. So the threat of TMTP can dictate the pace of the game, because as soon as I've captured some Amber on my creatures, they are damaged. You cannot easily just destroy them. Maybe you don't have mark of this, and you are actually a little bit scared to go high on Amber, because there is a threat of just going with the combo right away, especially if I can open with some good library access turn, lab working the TMTP and getting my Brobnar set up. I feel like there are some openings that I can fight toe to toe and just win the game because of the good Brobnar board. So I feel like the 35% at least for the Thor would be fair, but definitely Sanchez is favored because there are much more draws and much more game plans to go into this game.
Yeah, I could agree with that. So we could stay with 35 to 65, and Sanchez is our favorite here. Okay, so let's watch this game.
Hey,
Yeah,
right.
hello.
So, thanks for Can't Touch This again. Our second match today. So, Hamburg Atlanteans at the bottom with Team Coxinha at the top from Brazil.
Coxinha.
So, Mulligan straight up at the top from our Brazilian friends.
Both teams immediately gone for Mulligan. Not a bad choice given what they had in their starting hands.
Still not great afterwards, but...
Plays Dark Wave passes. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Headhunter and a Pile of Skulls. Pile of Skulls, whenever a creature is destroyed during your turn, capture 1. Very powerful Brobnar card. Absolutely love it. And Lost in the Woods going to immediately deal with that Headhunter. And dropping a Dark Fairy. Dark Fairy fights, gain 2 with Skirmish.
But also there's a damage pip as well, yeah.
But it's going to very quickly be dealt with by that Relentless Whispers.
Yep.
Then you're going to drop the... you're going to drop Silvertooth, you're going to put Duskwing on Silvertooth, and you're going to steal 1 and reap for 1, getting up to 4. JCP Lima, the current king of the Crucible on the Solar server, doing a hell of a job here. Markadis killing Silvertooth. Implosion just for the Amber is a bit weird. And 1 Infernus comes down and 2 Infernus drawn into the hand. That is very nasty.
It's not even enough cards in the discard to make use of them, so... I mean, would you play Lost in the Woods at this point, just to get it back in your hand ready, or...?
It depends what my opponent plays. I mean... with nothing else on the board, not so much, but looking at what's coming in the hand, maybe. JCP Lima trying to set up a good library access turn. Has 2 Logos cards in hand, just hoping to get the rest of them. Gets the fight off. Gets rid of the Shadow Creatures. Does not want to get rid of the Infernus. Does not want to have the ability for it to be cycled. Goes for the Reap of the Infernus. Gleeful Mayhem wipes out the Ray creatures. And now just going to purge. Possibly from their own discard.
I would expect from their own at this point. Creatures. Ghost Court joined the game.
Yeah, they were immediately kicked out. So purges Mighty Javelin and Headhunter. Then uses the second one to purge Dark Wave, which got them down to 3 Amber.
You need to start setting better passwords, man.
I'm not the one that sets the passwords. That's the
I know, but we need to start enforcing it.
Lost in the Woods, very nicely done. Just going to get rid of everyone here. Plays Dark Fairy. Bump that Dark Fairy up to ridiculous powers after this False Blessing. Is that going to be an 11 power Dark Fairy?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's going nowhere. But JCP Lima going to answer with Too Much to Protect and a Ghostly Hand.
And, yep.
Basically saying, yep, you're going to get to Forge, but you're going to have to deal with me on 8.
But still, they don't get what they need for the library access, really.
No, there's a lot of Brobnar coming, but no logos, and this is very painful to see on the side.
And there goes their first keys. It's a Kia piece. Imagine they both picked yellow. If all the games picked yellow first, did you force that with the animation?
No. I can't force it with the animation. I just corresponded it to what they picked.
Ah, cool.
Because nobody... I was saying this yesterday during the Exalted Sealed. Even in Mass Mutation versus Mass Mutation, people are still forging yellow first. Just because it's so ingrained in us now not to forge red first.
Yeah. I always get surprised when I see people forge red first.
Reclaim by Nature, purging the Gauntlet command. Very nicely done. Scarred Savage Clash. Plays the Ritual Hunt. Now, I love Ritual Hunt. I'm really glad to see it.
It's a really nice card, yeah.
Draws a load of this. Shred's hand has been very, very balanced, whereas we're seeing a lack of logos for JCP.
Oh, and again, I mean, he's really suffering. And then now we see a shit ton of disc a lot of disc now come down.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of disc come down. We're going to see a nice... we're just going to basically just rushing towards that second key, just try to stay ahead of JCP Lima. A nice use of the Ritual Hunt to get Dark Fairy going, and Shred's basically messaging saying, yeah, you pulled a lot of Brobnar, and JCP Lima's probably sat there going, yeah, I have, but I wish I'd drawn more logos.
I would have gone...
And now look at this Shadows hand. Bonifing, Radpenny, Vandalize, One Last Job, and Lights Out. Forge is red second. Shred's making an interesting decision there. Zero Amber, so the Shadows doesn't really do much. So that's probably the correct choice.
Just giving up with the Logos and playing it now.
Gets a Wild Wormhole. The Wild Worm's going to be very good here.
Plays Labwork from it.
Yeah, gets Labwork, uses Labwork to archive a card. Draws first, archives, gets Shadows.
Twin Bottom Mission went off there, in case you're wondering.
Yeah. Twin Bottom Mission, beautifully done. Replicator, Dextra. Did he archive a Quicksilver the Adventurer there?
I don't know. He must have done. Shadow's turn coming down, Lights Out, send them both back to hand. I don't see how Hamburg can lose this one.
Back to hand. One Last Jump's going to purge both those creatures, but going to steal the remaining 2. And going to be comfortably sat on 11 Amber to 0.
Not enough. There's not vaguely any steal.
Yeah, nothing in JCP's hand here that can fix that.
So Tuno, so Hamburg Atlanteans will progress, but we'll still got one more game to go through today.
We have got some lovely art for that as well if you want to show it.